What's up, guys? I'm Dr. Scott. This is Dr. Kevin. We're coming at you from Aduddell Dentistry. Well, actually in the middle of Dr. Kevin's living room. You found another episode of ToothBrothers where we talk about teeth, dentistry, and the dental office. It's been a while since we've shot, so we're super pumped to be filming right now. Before we move forward, if y'all could give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe, we'd greatly appreciate that.
Well, in the world today, with a lot of people staying home, dental treatment's being delayed. This is a question we're getting a lot lately. How long can I delay my needed dental treatment? Here's a little graph we put together to show you what happens when the cavity moves deeper inside of the tooth.
Alright guys, so this is what a healthy tooth looks like. You have the outer layer of enamel, you have the inner layer called the dentin, and then here's the nerve of the tooth. It's called the pulp. Now, this healthy tooth probably goes in and gets their annual cleanings twice a year, probably gets brushed 4 times a day and flossed every night like we all should be doing.
Plenty of fluoride.
Right, but what happens when a cavity forms, and how can this get you into trouble if we neglect that cavity? We got our fancy laser pointer here. And our cavity is not going. Okay, there you go. So this is what we call sometimes a baby cavity or an incipient cavity. You want to talk about this, Dr. Kevin?
Yeah, this is really just the very beginnings of what happens when plaque bacteria pull out some of the mineral content from the tooth. And it'll show up on an x-ray looking like a little triangle like that. It does progress through the enamel. Eventually it gets, if it's not treated, it'll actually reach that dento-enamel junction, that line right between. Scott, can you show me that? It'll reach right there. At that point, once it reaches that line, that's when we actually have to do something with it. Now, yeah, you can see there, about $200 somewhere in there, one visit to do a filling and fix it. However, if we can catch it when it's just that small little triangle, we don't have to do anything with it. We can just make sure we're flossing really well, and then put some fluoride on it, and things oftentimes don't progress if we can get to it soon enough. Once it does get to that, into the dentin layer though, yeah, we got to do a filling on it. What Scott's just showed us there is how the cavity has now progressed deeper through the dentin, and it's actually got just right to the edge of the pulp. Once it gets there, unfortunately things get pretty complex from there. What happens next is the entire pulp is very quickly infected.
Now, unfortunately, the problem with this is that people, when you get a cavity, they don't know their cavity in there, and they're not going to see their dentist. Unfortunately, this is where oftentimes they end up in pain, and that's when they end up in our dental chair. Again, it goes from roughly $200 to up to 12 to 15 times more expensive. Sorry for interrupting you, but
and multiple appointments and several hours to do it. So in the age of COVID, if you're concerned about that, and you're trying to minimize the number of times you're heading out, well, we took an issue that was pretty simple. Now you've got pain, and now you got to go out multiple times to get it fixed, and you got to spend 12 to 15 times more to do it. So even with the pandemic going on, it still makes the most sense to go to your regular routine visits to get the treatment done when it's early before things get much worse. If you're concerned about going out, check out our website. You'll see me on there talking about a lot of the things that we're doing, not even all the things that we're doing behind the scenes to keep you safe and keep everything healthy. So
having shown that diagram, you can see why it's probably not smart to put off any routine dental work. Teeth are just like the rest of your body. It takes maintenance. You got to take care of it. We're here to help you guys. We want to see you come in for your annual checkup so we can catch problems like that early and help you out and even help your checkbook out.
Yeah, to answer the question directly, how long can you put off your dental work? The best answer is just get it done as soon as you know it's there. Life can happen sometimes, things get put off. Sometimes pandemics happen even. We just hate to see that your teeth become collateral damage of that. So thanks for watching, guys. We always like coming to you. Give us any questions you have about any other future topics you want us to go over. Otherwise, we'll catch you later.